I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's what the equivalent would be.
Male rap got the sort of go ahead to go weirder when female rap didn't really, until one of the artists we have come up with. And they didn't really get to express themselves in as many ways, I think. Like you said, listen, all of our favourite rap songs from females growing up were all about the same stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they were the ones that got through to us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not in mainstream, in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
They were just
this rock,
the fucking the Dort songs, the getting down songs.
Oh, of course they were. The maddest of the mad. This song is off an EP she put out in 2018 called Blue Magic. This is an independently released EP. She's a bunch of mixtapes and a bunch of albums. She's got 6 albums, 4 EPs and 11 mixtapes. And I think she was a bit like Atlantic Records or something for a long time, and she ditched them a couple of years ago and just started kind of self-producing and self-releasing stuff because she just had pain in her bollocks with it. Her second album was produced by Missy Elliott, who appears on the album as well.
Great producer.
Just so
an absolute I love Missy Elliott.
Yeah. She was engaged to Lil Wayne for ages, and
Young Money.
Yeah, exactly. She has Lil Wayne's name tattooed on her finger, and he has her name tattooed on his finger.
I like Lil Wayne.
I like Lil Wayne.
I think everybody likes Lil Wayne.
Yeah, they can't really go wrong.
Then he's a workhorse as well.
He is. He's a pig for fucking working. Like,
the content of rap in general. That's really hard to get into a certain artist without just having to sit there for a week.
I know. This is always the biggest issue with fucking hip hop. You find someone that's been around for a while, it's just the brick wall of content to get through.
Mixtapes, the singles, the EPs. There's stuff they've just done on other people's stuff that is even better than their own.
Where they guessed, it's fucking horrific. It's awful trying to dig through it.
It's just a big giant dictionary that you're lost in.
Exactly. I don't have an awful lot to say about the song. I just wanted to put Trina on because I know she's been around for a long time.
Yeah, she's really well respected in the
She got famous. She guested on a song with Trick Daddy, who's like a Miami-based rapper. She actually has her own, I don't know whether it's still running, but she had, I'm going to say had, because I don't know if it's still going on. She had her own VH1 reality show called Love and Hip Hop with Trick Daddy, which followed her around. And they were making albums and tracks and guesting on each other's and jumping on with other people's songs and stuff like that. This is just a cool little song. She's got this real aggressive style, which I like as well. Because sometimes
it's
you
a great song, really.
It's just a cool.
I didn't know a huge amount about Trina. I knew, obviously, you'll know her name.
Yeah.
But when I listened to this, I was like, I never heard the song before, but it's fucking brilliant.
Her big album is called The Baddest Bitch. Of course it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my God! Of course it is. But this is in
the 80s and 90s. Like I mentioned No Name at the start. That's a very recent thing. To be talking about social issues, it wouldn't have landed at this era.
No, far from. This EP is called Blue Magic. The cover's actually kind of cool. Literally, that's all I have to say about this. Is just go and listen to this. If you like it, like the rest of it will fall into place for you. This is a really good example of the type of stuff that she does. Like sample wise, this has that kind of 50 Cent bam, bam, bam type of piano thing that everybody was using for a while. This has their little variation of that in there. So the reason
she's a great rapper.
The reason I picked this is it kind of sounds familiar enough to jump in. You probably never heard it before, but it will sound familiar enough that it's not going to alienate you. Who is your next one?
Holla! Missy Misdemeanor earlier.
Yeah.
Sock It To Me, featuring Da Brat, 1997. This is from her debut album that we've talked about on another podcast. This is from Super Duper Fly, which is such a fucking good album.
It's outrageous.
Jesus Christ. I mentioned Missy Elliott before in the Before They Were Famous thing because I wanted to get her in there, not knowing we were going to do a females rap. I would have kept it, but so there's a certain amount we've already talked about on this podcast about Missy Elliott, how she grew up with Timbaland being her mate in the swing mob with Genuine. But Jesus Christ, Missy Elliott is just one of my favourite artists in the world, let alone female, let alone rap, let alone just absolutely boundary pushing, don't give a fuck, because you know how good you are.
She's a fantastic rapper, a fantastic singer.
That's an interesting point, because this song I was going to take out because she's mostly singing in this song. This is a song featuring Da Brat, who's a great few bars in this as well, but she does rap in this song.
Sock It To Me,
Sock It To Me. So this is out of all the tracks on Super Duper Fly, she's singing mostly on it, but she still does rap on it, and it's just one of my favourite Missy Elliott songs. They're not the obvious ones I chose to.
That
to
fucking video is outrageous.
The video's fantastic.
So good.
The video we're going to talk about a little bit because the reason that a lot of her exposure was so huge on MTV was because she used Hype Williams, the director, who is such a fucking good director. He just does that. I think they call it, and I'm using air quotes here because I would not be the person to use Afrofuturistic videos. It's just rappers in like Busta Rhymes. Take a lot from Busta Rhymes and stuff of just going out a little bit out of the box, a little bit surreal, a little bit silly, a little bit cartoony, but still absolutely visually incredible. So he created so many like incredible videos, Hype Williams. But her second album after Super Duper was just as big.
Yep.
That was The Real World. That's the one I really fucking like as well. So, but
it's hard to find Missy stuff that's not good.
Exactly.
When she goes out on her own, there's middling stuff before. But
because she was a producer with Timbaland and oversaw a lot of Aaliyah stuff as well, she was just the girl to have in the studio to go, right, what do we do now? She'd be like, absolutely know what to do. Whether she was on the fucking mixing desk
or just directing
or whatever, just directing it, just giving ideas. She was just a vein to tap into of how do we even just take some of what you do into someone else as well. And that was when her and Timbaland, like, what an absolutely amazing combo of two people to get together.
Timbaland's early stuff is just, it's fucking superb.
Even the early 2000s.
I was not into that really chipset Timbaland era stuff. I can't do that Game Boy music. I can't do Game Boy music. I just, one or two of them I'm fine, but like for a while there he was just, Jesus Christ, everything he done just sounded like a fucking Sega Mega Drive being hit with a baseball bat. Like,
I actually love it. I love it. But her third album, Missy, that was the one with the singles that we kind of all know: Woman, Man, Get Your Freak On, and Work It, which she actually got a Grammy for best female solo performance. Work It was going to be on the list because Work It is one of the genuinely could be honestly in my top 20 favourite songs of all time. But this one, Sock It To Me, for me, is a good example of how well she started off with the Super Duper Fly. Listen to that album.
It's a real statement of intent.
It really, really
that
is.
That song in particular.
And you can tell Timbaland is playing out of his skin on it. By the way, now if you wanted an entire album produced by Timbaland,
it's like 20 quid.
You couldn't afford it.
20 quid. You see he's doing the courses? You see the ads on Facebook? It's like 20 quid.
They all do them. Steve Martin is doing them for comedy. And now listen,
how fucking mad is that?
Do you know what those courses are hilarious?
It's just pre-recorded videos. Like,
did you ever see Deadmau5's one?
No, really.
Deadmau5 does one, right?
I did hear about it.
And I clicked. I was like, all right. Deadmau5 looks.
He's got that fucking synth that he uses. That fucking sounds unreal. That
well, he has
synth.
a whole wall of synths behind him
there's
as well.
One particular mad one that he's famous for.
But he also clearly didn't really care about it. He was like, whatever. Okay, listen. He goes, I'm not going to lie to you. I throw blocks of stuff together, and if I like it, I'll try and produce a bit more. But those courses are hilarious, man. He got so many people. I think like fucking like famous composers are doing them all now. Whoever got them in, it's basically like a TED Talk that you pay for online. You
see those? What's the one where you can like pay Snoop Dogg 40 quid to say her name? Like happy birthday.
I think that's gone, but that was
Does that not exist anymore?
No, not
because I was going to give Snoop Dogg a few quid to shout out Lost Art. I actually
listen, you probably still can, but it's a lot more than 40 quid.
Is it?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah,
we'll have to find someone like Midland famous. Could we get one of the lads from the
Versatile,
the Lynch Mob or something?
the Versatile know all the lads now. They know Coolio and all them.
Yeah, we get Coolio.
Actually, do
you ring Coolio? He's your mate.
Talking about rap, I do like Versatile, but I wouldn't be able to listen to a whole Versatile album with the Dublin accents. It's when it's too close to your own voice.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
Well, Missy Elliott was supposed to make. There was supposed to be a childhood movie, or a movie made about her childhood, and a whole biographical one made of her because she had a really, really, really rough childhood, and they were supposed to have loads of people involved in that, and it just fell by the wayside. Timbaland said he didn't really want to be involved in it for whatever reasons. She had Graves' disease for a while.
What the fuck is that?
Graves' disease is
where you keep dying and getting up.
No, you joined the Misfits after Danzig.
Yeah. He's here in a while.
He's playing here in a while. Michael Graves. Yeah. Graves' disease is a thing that I think happened to her after a car crash where I couldn't really get the bounds of it. It's your body starts shutting down. She lost her hair and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
You get like alopecia and all that shit.
But under a certain amount of treatment, it's not. It's one of those things that won't ever leave your entire system.
Yeah.
But with medication,
you can minimise it.
You can minimise it. And she lost a fuck ton of weight.
Yeah,
a while ago. Absolutely.
Remember, she reappeared like last year for the Super Bowl show or one of these big things. And
she just lost.
Fucking bitch hadn't, but she hadn't aged.
So she doesn't age. Another person that just doesn't age.
Black don't crack, son. Black don't crack.
I wasn't going to say that, but you did. So it's just she hasn't had an album in 15 years, but she has still put out content after content. Some people just don't do albums anymore.
Yeah, there's no point.
I think one of the last albums she did, I can't remember the name of it. It got kind of criticised for being too broken up. It was no concept behind it, but that was just people putting a load of songs together.
Yeah.
So that's when she realised, I'm just going to put a load of songs out. She's in the charts right now.
Really?
With Lizzo.
Oh, that's right.
She's never not going to be one of the most important people in music in general like that. So people are always going to mention Missy Elliott. She finally won the MTV Video Vanguard Award in last year. People were like, people like Justin Timberlake are winning it over the years.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. And I know Hype Williams himself, who directed all her videos, won it in 2006. But to not give her people, it was one of those things. You know, like people complain about
everyone around that got about her.
Yeah, it was one of those things where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has the same thing. We're like, why is this person not on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
For fuck's sake, they've born through them all. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, but would you not give it to the people who made a huge impact on the people who are getting those awards?
Yeah.
So she got it anyway, and she's watching the video. She doesn't look like she's better. She's just in there in the face, giving it loads. Looking at Missy Elliott makes me happy.
Yeah.
If you ever look at her in anything, it just gives you this instant feeling.
The opposite of James Corden.
I hate him.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't pull much heat over what I said about him.
No one copped it, I don't think.
Listen, Missy Elliott is always going to be one of my favourite rappers. The videos are incredible.
Listen, it's artistry at its finest. That's what it is.
Her style, but her flow and her voice. As soon as you hear her voice, you know it.
Yeah.
So
she's outrageous.
Listen, I don't even think I did her enough justice on that, but listen, I did my best. So
listen, she's going to be on 100 more.
Who's your next one?
My next one is Lil' Kim. Had to happen.
Come on, has to happen.
The queen of the whore, queen of all whores.
Whore music.
Yeah.
Okay. We mean that with the absolute most respect.
Of course. Like, God loves a troyer. Her name is Kimberly Denise Jones, and I picked Magic Stick, even though she's definitely in Magic Stick, but it's
such a good
combo kind of song with her and 50 Cent.
50 Cent is as good as he's ever been on this song.
When 50 Cent finds the right music and there's a particular kind of tone that he sits in.
He was definitely this. You know what this reminds me of? His song Candy Shop.
Yeah,
Magic Stick.
I'm not going to lie to you, I always get the two mixed up.
But this is way better. Just simply way better.
Candy Shop is not good.
It's not.
Magic Stick is better.
No, yeah.
Magic Stick is obviously about dicks. It's
the two of them talking about
riding
or just going down or whatever.
Yeah, the usual bullshit.
The sex stuff.
Yeah.
The dirty mouth sex stuff.
So Lil' Kim was kind of homeless for a while in Brooklyn. She's born and raised in Brooklyn. She, I believe, was it her that done... Yeah, she went to the same school as Nas and Foxy Brown.
Really?
In Brooklyn. Now, that kind of gets interesting later on in the story.
There was a whole thing. Her and Foxy Brown were always compared.
Oh, my God. It's outrageous.
Yeah. The media wanted them to kill each other, basically, didn't they?
They did.
The media starts these beefs, man.
Yeah. So, she was discovered by Biggie Smalls and asked to join the Junior Mafia. So, she jumps into Junior Mafia. And Junior Mafia had a similar kind of thing to, say, somebody like Wu-Tang, right? Where you had Biggie Smalls, who was doing particularly well at the time. And so he put together a group. So if you think of that in terms of someone like Wu-Tang, we had GZA already had solo albums out. He was like that big name. RZA was known for making the music. And they put together this crew, and the whole idea was, we're going to do this crew, and then everybody's going to get their own solo albums off the back of it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they've done the exact same thing with Junior Mafia.
You pull your resources together and then you break off when the public knows you.
When it's
fucking
time,
brilliant.
That's a great idea. So what Biggie done was he put together Junior Mafia, and there was one or two kind of breakout stars that done okay out of it, but the big one is Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was the absolute standout from Junior Mafia, to the point where I think two of her bodyguards later on in her career were her co-rappers from Junior Mafia.
Really?
Yeah, they downgraded Like they lost XP exponentially, like real bad.
They became her bodyguards after rapping, or became rappers after she bodyguarded?
No, like Junior Mafia was whatever sold. That first Junior Mafia album done okay, right? Yeah. I think it's a good album.
I listened to it back in the 90s.